සැත්කම් සඳහා ස්ථාවර අවමගාස්තු දැන් නවලෝකෙන් අමතන්න 0.71
Sri Lanka at the moment is facing a tough period owing to the second wave of the coronavirus, which hit the island in early October. With that being the case, several police areas in the Colombo and Gampaha districts, which have been identified as high-risk zones, were placed under isolation in a bid to curb any possible spread of COVID-19. Accordingly, the police areas of Matakulia, Modara, Blomendal, Kotehena, Grand Pass, Foreshore and Barber Street, as well as Maligavatta, Dematagoda, Vellampitiya, Borella and Kesalvatta in the Colombo district are still under isolation and have been since last Monday. In addition to that, the Gramanidadari divisions of and Angulana too were isolated. Furthermore, the police areas of Maradana, Fort, Peta, Slave Island and Dam Street were brought under isolation until further notice this morning in the government's latest move in tackling the COVID-19 spread.
The area that was isolated, the essential services and the main institutions were allowed to function, especially the headquarters of the banks, then electricity, water, the transport, the main station, port will function, main bus stand will function, then the court complex, the most important courts if required, the instructions have been issued for them to function, especially in Fort, Peta, Keselwatta, Dam Street and Slave Island areas. Only for those areas, whatever the essential office or institutions, head officers can function with effect today.
Meanwhile, in the Gampaha district, the police areas of Negombo, Jaela, Ragama, Kadawata, Wattala and Paliyagoda continue to be under isolation until further notice. The police area of Kalaniya too was added to the list of isolated areas in the district this morning.
We want to restrict people traveling from these areas to outside as much as possible in order to prevent the spread of the disease to other areas. So we expect that the people will adhere to these restrictions and stay at home. But if somebody is having some illness, should not stay at home, should seek medical care, and they can call 1999 and get advice, or call 1990 and get an ambulance to go to the hospital. So that we request the people, if they are having some illness, come forward and take treatment, and otherwise stay at home.
In another development, the travel restrictions imposed on the Western Province residents, preventing them from leaving the province, were lifted last midnight, allowing free movement for the residents outside the province. Following the lifting of the travel ban, the central bus stand in Peta and the Fort railway station were in operation since this morning to provide transport facilities for employees reporting to work. In the meantime, the police media spokesperson had this to say about the spreading of fake news pertaining to COVID-19 deaths on social media.
Another fake news was published and circulated in social media. That news stated that plenty of deaths happen in Sri Lanka on roads in respect of COVID positive patients. CID arrested a 35-year-old suspect a couple of days back in Kadugannawa area. So while the CID interrogated that particular suspect, it was revealed that this type of fake news are circulated in an organized way. We were able to trace the other connected suspect in this particular incident, and he is a 28-year-old person. He was arrested in Hantana in Kandy area yesterday. We are going to make a request from the court to remand the suspect for a period of 14 days in order to conduct further investigations.